Water, they say, is life. But to so many people in some parts of this world, this life is scarce and hard to come by. Not until recently that I really come alive to the multitude of blessings God has endowed this country. The country has the highest numbers of inland waters. In fact, it might interest you to know that most of the states got their names from the inland waters. Niger, Sokoto, Kaduna, Kwara, Osun, Ogun River, Benue, Taraba, Cross River, Delta, and more, while some states even have as many as 15 inland water. But one mystery bothering me is that why is it that provision of potable water for the masses has been a mirage over the years in the midst of the bounties, while some countries like China, Iran, Iraq, and even Saudi Arabia that are not endowed with inland waters are able to avail their people with potable water. It might also interest you to note that 28 of the nation's 36 states can be accessed through water. Nigeria can also link 5 of its neighboring countries, Benin Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, Chad, and Niger Republic by water. Globally, 1 in 5 children does not have enough water to meet their everyday needs. And the figures in Nigeria are particularly worrying, with 26.5 million Nigerian children experiencing high or extremely high water vulnerability, or 29% of Nigerian children. It is sad that sustainable and equitable access to safe drinking water remains a challenge in Nigeria, with over 86% of Nigerians lacking access to a safely managed drinking water source. The problem is compounded by poor drinking water quality and lack of equity in access. Across the country, acute water scarcity pervades in the community, causing untold hardship of citizens. The situation calls to question the policy trust on water that the billions of naira the various state authorities have expended on water supply projects over the decades. Across the country, especially during the dry season, residents groan over water scarcity. The situation is the same from Lagos to Sokoto and from Borno to Rivers State. No state government has been able to exit from this ignominious quagmire. On the streets of Kwara State, Ilorin, the state capital, do people, very large percentage of the population, have access to pipe-borne waters coming from the 3 major dams, Asa Dam, Agba Dam, and Sobi Dam? What is the Kwara Water Corporation, who are getting paid from taxpayers' money, doing?
I will ọ̀dọ̀ wa omi yìí débẹ̀ déédéé o àìrómi déédéé kì í wá déédéé kì í kọ̀ wọ́pọ̀ láàrin oṣù ni o kì í ṣe wípé bóyá àárín oṣù ó lè wá lẹ́ẹ̀kan.
In my area here where my office is, we don't have water at all. We rely on borehole. And vis-a-vis where I stay in Agbabi Akai area, very close to the secondary school. That area, you can travel so many kilometers without water. People rely solely on the boreholes. And the boreholes, the way people are sunk in it, will pose danger later in the day, because a borehole is supposed to serve 1-2 communities, but the way people are going about it, almost in every houses, I want to strongly advise the government to look into it so that we will not experience tsunami later in the day.
Pipe-borne water, you never reach Egbejila at all. We never see anything concerning pipe Egbejila. We just be using konga. Children are drinking konga.
There is a government water that is working in some years, but I think maybe once in a week. But now, we are now in dry season now. Everything is not working again.
Before, we have a pipe-borne water. Even my house here, we have a pipe that run constantly. But as I set back 2019 backward, the water is no more functioning.
In 2018, a report noted that the Kwara State government had invested 6.5 billion naira in Ilorin water reticulation projects since 2009. According to another account, 3.736 billion naira was spent during Dr. Bukola Saraki administration, while Alhaji Abdul Fattah Ahmed's government had spent 2.395 billion naira on the project. It was also added that the government would spend an additional 858 million naira from the State Infrastructure Development Fund on the water project. Provision of potable water, adequate sanitation, and hygiene are primary responsibility of the state and local government. Those who are supposed to serve the people have over the years failed woefully in their responsibility. An indictment on the country's leadership at all levels. This is odd. Great percentage of the populace do not have access to good drinking water.